ललाट पटले वक्षस्थले कौस्तुभम् नासाग्रे वरमौक्तिकं करतले वेणुः करे कङ्कणम् सर्वाङ्गे हरिचन्दनं सुललितं कण्ठे च मुक्तावली गोपस्त्री परिवेष्टितो विजयते गोपालचूडामणि नमः कमलना भाय नमः कमलमालिने नमः कमलपादाय नमस्ते कमलेक्षण यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रहिणोति तस्मै तद्ग्वं देवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशं मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये। बोले राधा कृष्ण भगवान की जय, श्रीमद् सद्गुरु सरकार की जय। प्रिय साधक समुदाय, प्रिय भक्त समुदाय, महानुभाव, most dearest spiritual aspirants, dearest devotees of the Supreme Lord, the divine souls. First, let me say Radhe Radhe to each and everyone, and my pranam, my humblest prostrations to each and everyone. Today is the second day of our Maun Sadhana Shivir. Maun meaning silence. The silence is very important in helping to quiet the mind. Bhagavan Krishna is still saying to Arjun in the Gita, control the mind, control the mind. Man pad nigraha. Arjun says, Chanchalam hi manah Krishna pramati balavaddham tasyaham nigaham manye vayuriva sudushkaram. Chapter 6, verse 34, Gita. How to control this mind, Krishna? This mind is so strong, turbulent, and unyielding. It is more difficult to control the mind than it is to control the wind. Vayuriva sudushkaram. And as we heard before, Sri Krishna agreed with Arjun 100%. Asanshayam mahabaho mano durnigraham. Yes, Arjun, I agree with you 100%. The mind is indeed very difficult to control. Durnigraha. But not impossible. So how to control the mind? Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha grihyate. Chapter 6, verse 35, Gita. Through constant practice. Abhyas. Constant practice and vairagya, detachment. Detachment we don't have to do. This will happen through the constant practice. Constant practice means, as I mentioned last night, listening again and again to Tattva Gyan, knowledge, philosophy given by a divine saint, instructions. Philosophy. The explanation of the scriptures given by a divine guru, a true guru. We have to listen again and again, practice and practice. Through that knowledge, when the knowledge gets firm in the mind, detachment will come by itself. We don't have to do that. So we were singing one beautiful pad from Siddhant Madhuri of Premras Madira, written by Jagat Guru Tam Shri Kripalu Mahaprabhu. And we'll continue with that pad tonight. मूरख निपट गवार अरे मन
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 बिनु सेवा बिनु सेवा जह पाई मेवा
बिनु सेवा जहाँ पाई मेवा
बिनु सेवा जह पाई मेवा
बिनु सेवा जहाँ पाई मेवा
गयो न तेहि दरबार अरे मन
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 मूरख निपट गवार अरे मन
मूरख निपट गवार अरे मन
Murakh nipat gawar. Are man. Just a little reminder for those who were not with us last night. So Murakh means foolish. Gawar means ignorant. Nipat means absolutely. In the word of a sadhak, true aspirant, Jagat Gurutam Shri Kripalu Mahaprabhu is saying, "Oh mind, you are absolutely, extremely foolish and ignorant." How? Bigarat aapu bigarat moh kaha neku na karat vichar. Not only have you spoiled yourself, but you have spoiled me also. You have ruined me also. You've ruined everything. Why is so much blame being put on the mind? Because all the responsibility lies in the mind alone. This mind will take us to heaven. This mind will take us to hell. This mind will give us this material world. And the same mind will take us to Golok, to Bhagavan, to the divine abode of Radha Krishna. The mind. Man eva manushyanam karanam bandha mokshayoho. Brahma Bindu Upanishad, second mantra. The Vedas are saying the mind alone is the cause of bondage as well as liberation. It is the performer of the action. God notes, listen carefully, God notes only our thoughts and ideas. He does not note physical action. How much jap you have done, how much puja, how much places of pilgrimage, how much havan. Now, if you did all of that and the mind in conjunction with the mind, thinking about Radha, Krishna, about Bhagavan, then it's fine. But mostly it's done only physically. And so it's like multiplying with zero, as we heard this morning in the lecture. Zero multiplied by 100, zero. Zero multiplied by 1,000,000, zero. Zero multiplied by 1,000,000,000,000, zero. If the mind is not in conjunction with all the spiritual activities, if we are not doing Roop Dhyan, just like multiplying by zero, we don't get the benefit. The mind is most important. But because of ignorance, there's a big ignorance, agyan. What is the ignorance? मैं कौन हूं ये भूल गया. We have forgotten who we are. We have forgotten that I am soul Atma. From beginningless time. Infinite, from the very beginning, from ever since we have existed, infinite, beginningless time. There's no beginning. We have identified with the physical body. And so we have been looking for happiness in the wrong place. Koti kalpa. Bhatakyo jyo shukar. The second line. Uncountable lifetime we have been wandering, looking for happiness in material pleasures, in sensual pleasures, like a pig. Shukar. The pig loves dirty things only. It lives in this filthiest and dirtiest thing. And that's the condition of our mind. And we've been looking in this dirty material world, in sensual pleasures. And so instead of going forward, we keep going backwards. Embroiled in sensual pleasures. And what's the cause of all of that? Something called Maya. There's a power of Sri Krishna called Maya. This Maya is not an illusion, as the Jnanis claim, but a power that belongs to Sri Krishna. Mayam tu prakritim vidyan mainam tu Maheshvaram tasya veva bhutais tu vyaptam sarvamidam jagat. Shvetashvatara Upanishad chapter 4 verse 10. The Vedas are saying Maya is a power that belongs to Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna is the governor of Maya. It is his power. Bhagavan Krishna also says in Gita, Daivi Hesha Gunamai Mama Maya Duratyaya. Chapter 7 verse 14 Gita. Maya, Shri Krishna says, Hey Jnani, Maya is not an illusion. It is a divine power. Daivi Hesha. Or Mama Maya, Meri Maya. He says it's a power that belongs to him. It is my power. And Shri Krishna is real. So his power is real, is divine. And for this reason, no one, no Jnani, Rishi, Muni, Yogi, Karmi, no one can become free from Maya by their own effort. It is the divine power. So how to become free from Maya? The Vedas tell us, Tameva viditvati mittumeti nanya pantha vidyate yanaya. Shvetashvatara Upanishad chapter 3 verse 8. Only by knowing God, Shri Krishna, only by knowing Shri Krishna can the individual soul become free from Maya. There is no other way. और कोई रास्ता नहीं है. We have to know Shri Krishna. It is the only way to become free from Maya. The only way to attain the supreme aim of life, infinite happiness, divine bliss. We never have to come back and rotate in 8.4 million forms of life. We have to know Shri Krishna. How are we going to know Shri Krishna? There's a little contradiction here in this verse. Binu seva jaha paiya meva. Without any seva, without serving God, without doing service, seva, we are going to attain everything. And we are told on one hand that we have to do seva. The word bhakti that we have been told to practice, the meaning of the word bhakti is seva. In Sanskrit, when we want to know the meaning of a word, we look for the root, dhatu, of the word. So the root word of bhakti in Sanskrit is bhaj. Bhaj. What does bhaj means? Bhaj mean seva. Bhaj dhatu sevayam. To do seva, to serve Radha Krishna, serve God and Guru, that is seva. We have to do seva. But here this line is contradicting. It is saying without any seva. What does it mean? There's no contradiction. We have to understand, that's all. So, back to the point, how we are going to know God. Again, the Vedas tell us, Nayam Atma Pravachanena Labhyo Na Medhayana Bahuna Shrutena. Kathopanishad. First canto, second chapter, 23rd verse. The Kathopanishad is saying, Nayam Atma Pravachanena Labhyo. Pravachan means lecture. Like I'm giving lecture, this is the pravachan on spiritual topic. By just listening to lectures, reading philosophy, we're not going to find God. Even if uncountable Mahapurush saints were to come and give lectures to us, and we try searching for Bhagwan, we won't find him. Na medhaya. Medhaya. Medhaya means buddhi, intellect. Even if we were to be given the intelligence of uncountable Saraswati and Brihaspati, the authorities of knowledge, and we try searching for Bhagwan, we won't find him. Na bahuna shrutena. By listening about God again and again, we won't be able to find him. Even if God himself were to come and start speaking about himself, we won't know him. We won't know him? Hare, if God were to come and stand in front of me, I will fall long in bliss. Somebody was asking a question today in the question and answer session, that the point will come that we will start having vision, higher vision of God. And I answered and said, we cannot have vision of God until we become divine. Until our senses, mind, and intellect become divine, then we will have divine vision. Not before that. God will be standing in front of us, and we won't know him. Go go char jah lagi man jai, so sab maya janehu bhai. You see, every instrument we have in our possession that we can grasp with, the eyes that we see with, the ears we hear, the nose we smell, the tongue we taste, the skin we feel. These are all Mike, material, the Annamaya. And God is beyond Maya. In other words, God cannot be known, seen, and attained with our material senses, mind, and intellect. Na चिदानंदमय देह तुम्हारी विगत विकार जानी अधिकारी. In the Ramayana, Tulsidas Ji Maharaj is saying, just as God is divine, divya, divine means that which is not material. For now, that's all we can understand. To truly understand what divine means, when we become divine, then we'll understand. For now, just understand simply that which is not material, it is divine. So just as Sri Krishna is divine, his body, Deha, is also divine. And to see divine body of God, Sri Krishna, we have to have divine eyes. In other words, if we were to see Sri Krishna, he's standing in front of us. Radharani is standing in front of us. And we were to see them with our material eyes, we will see them as a material person with all the faults and shortcomings, just like us, just like ourselves. So no benefit. And someone may say, okay, I can attain God by fasting, studying the Vedas, performing Havan, Yagna. No. Shri Krishna says, Naham Vedai na tapasa na dane na chejaya. Chapter 11, verse 53, Gita. Not through the study of the Vedas, not through tapasya, austerities, not through charity, not through yagna, etc., can anyone know God, attain God. He makes it very clear. So, we have found out how we cannot know Shri Krishna, God. Let's find out how we can know Him. So the same mantra, that Ved mantra from Katha Upanishad, the first line tells us how we cannot know God. The second line says, Yame Vaisha Vinute Tena Labhyas Tasyaisha Atma Vivinute Tanugvam Swam. Katha Upanishad, first canto, second chapter, 23rd verse. This very same mantra. The second line is saying, Shri Krishna, God, Shri Krishna can be known, seen and attained only by those upon whom He showers His grace, His kripa, His prasad. So God can be known, seen and attained only through His grace. Athapi te deva padam bhujadvaya prasadaleshanugrihita evahi janati tattvam bhagavan mahimno na chanya eko pichiram vichinvan. Bhagavad Mahapuran, 10th canto, 14th chapter, 29th verse. Brahma, when Brahma was deluded, thinking Shri Krishna to be just a little dark boy in Vrindavan, seeing Shri Krishna stealing food from the mouth of illiterate cowherd boys and eating it, he got confused and mistook Shri Krishna to be also an illiterate cowherd boy. And so he stole the cows and the boys, and that if this is some ordinary cowherd boy, he was going to cry. And Shri Krishna realized what Brahma had done. And so he himself became all the cows and all the cowherds. No one knew for one whole year. And eventually Brahma was blessed, and he saw, because he had taken all the cows and the cowherd boys and put them in a cave in Samadhi, in a deep trance. So he came back to check on Shri Krishna. 1 year had passed, and he saw all the boys and all the cowherds and all the cows just like they were. Then he went to the cave and he saw all of that he had put there. They were still sleeping in that trance. He became totally confused. Then Shri Krishna blessed him, and he saw that Shri Krishna himself had become all the cows and the cowherd boys. Brahma he fell at the feet of Shri Krishna, begged for forgiveness, and started to glorify Shri Krishna. In one of the verses, he's saying here that only through the grace of Shri Krishna, only when Shri Krishna will shower His grace on someone will he be able to know Shri Krishna. Otherwise, one may spend uncountable lifetimes reading all the Vedas and all the scriptures, meditate on the meaning, yet he will attain nothing. So only when Shri Krishna will shower his grace. And how are we going to get the grace of Shri Krishna? I'm being very brief here. Go in detail, it will take many days. So we have to listen carefully. How are we going to get the grace of Shri Krishna? So again, we go back to the Vedas. The Vedas are the highest authority. The highest. The Vedas say, Todasyeva Sharana Amahasya Rigved. God, Shri Krishna himself is saying, only the one who surrenders to me, take shelter in me, surrender to me, I will shower my grace upon him. Te tva mada indamadayantu shushmiram tu viradhasam jarite eko devatra dayase Rigved. Again, Shri Krishna is saying, the moment you completely surrender to me with complete faith, I will remove the ocean of Maya and give you divine happiness, divine bliss, divine knowledge forever. Just surrender to me. Bhagavan Krishna says to Uddhav in Bhagavad Mahapuran, Mamekam sharana matmanam sarvadehinam yahi sarvatma bhavena yayasya kuto bhayah. 11 Canto, 12th chapter, 15 verse, Bhagavad Mahapuran. Uddhav, only if you surrender to me, Shri Krishna, will I shower my grace upon you. Only then you'll be able to become free from Maya. Otherwise, impossible. Gita also. Tameva sharanangaccha sarva bhavena bharata tatpasadat param shantim sthanam prapyasi shashvatam. Gita, chapter 18, verse 62. Bhagavan Krishna is saying to Arjun, Arjun, only if you surrender to him, to Bhagavan, to God, will you attain divine bliss, supreme peace, divine happiness. Only surrender. Daivi hesha gunamayi mama maya duratyaya mameva ye prapadyante maya metantarantite. Chapter 7 verse 14 Gita. I had told one line before in this verse that Maya is a divine power that belongs to Shri Krishna. It is his power. And no one can become free from Maya, no Jnani, Rishi, Muni, Yogi, no one, by their own effort. So how to become free? In the second line he says, only. The word eva means only. He says, only the one who completely surrenders to him, to Shri Krishna, can become free from Maya. Now, so we have to surrender. Now, what does surrender mean? Surrender means to do nothing. If someone comes and take a gun and point at you, hands up, what would you do? Surrender. Don't put your hand in the pocket. You surrender. If the army of a country surrenders to the enemy, there's a war. There's so many wars being fought today all over the world. Let's suppose in the two countries that are fighting, the army of one country surrenders to the other. What does it mean? They can't do anything. So surrender means complete inactivity. To do nothing. This is the condition for attaining God's grace. So this is why Brahma was saying there's a contradiction. So on the one hand, we have been told we have to do seva. And here, the saint is saying, Binu seva jaha paihi meva. Without doing anything, you are going to attain everything. Meaning, complete surrender. We do seva. We have to do seva. Bhakti means seva. This is the road towards complete surrender. The path we taken, but eventually it means doing nothing. Kuch nahi karna. So should I just lie down and sleep? What does doing nothing mean? If I were to stop speaking, I would just lie down, I stop eating everything, is that inaction? Complete inaction, inactivity? No. Why? Because remember, I told you before, who or what is the performer of our action? Is it the hand, the feet, the mouth, the eye, the ears, the nose? Are these the performer of the action? Someone has beautiful eyes, but they can't see anything. Beautiful ears, but they can't hear. This is only a house. Ghar hai, ghar, house. Inside of this eye, there's another eye, subtle eye. Inside the air, there's another air. In all the senses. And that's all that subtle air, the subtle eye, the subtle taste, the subtle feel, all is in the mind. And this is why the Vedas are telling us the mind alone is the performer of the action. Look, take an example. It's our own experience. Sometime in your home, you're so deeply engrossed. You're looking at a movie, or some people like to look at soap opera. The most dangerous thing. We're talking about kusang. There's no bigger kusang than soap opera. But you love the soap opera because they're saying Radhe Radhe. So you think it's a good thing? There's one satsangi, pretty age, and I used to visit someone, and she used to go with me. And the people, they had a housekeeper. And she would do all her work, the housekeeper, very quickly because there was a soap opera that would come on the TV. And she has to finish everything so she can sit and look at the soap opera. If she misses it one day, big problem. And so this devotee who went with me would sit with her and look at the soap opera every day. And they would say, Radhe, Radhe. Everybody in the soap opera was saying, Radhe, Radhe. But there was no Radhe, Radhe. It was the most corrupted thing you can think about. She encouraged me, how I know, she encouraged me, Bhaiya, it is so lovely, please come and sit. I asked her, what are you doing every day sitting and looking at this thing? Come, you will see how lovely. Hey, Bhagwan. I said, don't look at this thing. This is going to corrupt you totally. So, let's suppose you're sitting and looking at your favorite soap opera, or you're reading some novel, deeply engrossed. You're so deeply engrossed that you fail to hear the doorbell ringing. Somebody's ringing the doorbell. Or the husband or the wife is screaming at the child. He's calling you, I bring my food, and you're so deeply engrossed. The sound is hitting the eardrum, but you're not hearing anything. Because the mind is lost. The mind is elsewhere. So if the mind is not there, There's no perception. Even though the sense objects are in direct contact with the senses, if the mind is not there, there's no perception. So the mind is so important. And that's why the scriptures are telling us the mind alone is the performer of the action. So what do we have to surrender? Shri Krishna tells Arjuna in Gita, Mayeva mana adhasva, may buddhim niveshaya. Arjun, give your mind and intellect alone. I'm not asking for your action. Give your mind and intellect to me. Give my mind and intellect? What does giving the mind and intellect mean? It means when it comes to the scriptures, when it comes to Guru, to Bhagwan, do not apply the mind, do not apply the intellect. Guru says to do something. Look, why do we need to have a guru? If we knew already what's good for us, then what is the need for guru? Just someone to come and put a mantra in the air? There's a practice where people put a mantra, they puke, they put a mantra in the air of the person and then I'm your guru. And from now, everything I say you have to do. It's a practice in the world. Many people have gotten this initiation, diksha. Someone puts a mantra in the air and today I'm your guru. Did anything happen to that person? I also did this when I was young. I was a little boy and the parents said, oh, you have to take diksha. This person is going to give diksha to you. And so this guy came and he put a mantra in my ass. He said, don't tell anybody. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. This is what he said. This is your guru mantra. Repeat after me. Om. I said, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Vasudevaya. Okay, I'm going to write it for you. He told I was a little boy, but don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. This is your guru mantra. And did it do anything for me? No. I became more materialistic. And this is what normally happens. What does diksha mean? The word diksha means to transfer power. To transfer power. Like for example, let's suppose you have built a house, a new house. You purchased some land and you got the contractors and they came and built a new house for you. And after building the house, then you call the electrician. The electrician comes and he puts all the wires and the fittings, bulbs, everything he puts. And then you come and you say, wow, all the bulb. And so you go and you put the switch and you flick the switch, but there's no light. And you say to the electrician, hey, how come there's no light? Oh, don't worry. First, we have to get the people, the powerhouse, to pass the wiring. After the wiring is passed, in 15 to 20 days, they will come and make a connection to the electrical pole. And the moment they make that connection and you put the switch, light. Now, supposing you build a house, brand new house, but you don't do any wiring. And then you go to the powerhouse and tell them, come and give me connection. I want electricity. What they will say to you, where are we going to put a connection in your head? First, you have to do the wiring and get it passed. This wiring we do in the house, this is making the heart, the mind pure. First, we have to make a vessel. Nirmal man jan so mohi pava, mohi kapat chal chidra na bhava. If there is no wiring, or you underbund, you get someone, you decide, I'm going to wire the house myself, you put wires anywhere, all over the place. The thing didn't pass properly and the electrical people come and they do the connection, what's going to happen? Boom! The whole house is burned down. In the same way, if a true guru, a true saint, were to give Diksha initiation to an undeserving soul, the heart, the mind has not been made pure, that person will be burnt to ashes. No guru can give Diksha. A guru doesn't give Diksha. Not in the beginning. First, we have to accept a true guru, a true saint as guru. We make him our guru. He doesn't make us his disciple yet. First, understand who is a guru, what is a guru, why we need a guru. Find out. Don't just make anybody guru. This is a practice today in this Kali Yuga. Unfortunately, everybody is a Guruji. We have gurus by the million. Anybody you meet, oh, this one is my guru, this one is my guru. Is he a saint? I don't know what is a saint. I don't know what is God realize. But he is my guru. I like him. He speaks so nicely. Oh. Even the person who calls himself guru doesn't even know what guru is supposed to be, what the word guru means, or who is a guru. We cannot just accept anyone as a guru. Pariksha lokan karma chitan brahmanu nirvera mayan nasakatikatena tad vigyanartham sagurumeva bhigachet samit pani shrotriyam brahmanishtham. Mundak Upanishad, first Mundak, second Kan, 12th mantra. The Vedas are telling us we have to have a guru in terms of the spiritual path, in the path of trying to know God, attain God. We have to have a guru. But he has to be qualified. And what qualifies him to be guru? Two things. Shrotriyam plus Brahmanishtham. In Gita also, Shri Krishna says the same thing. Tad viripranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattva darshinaha. Chapter 4, verse 34, Gita. So, Shrotriyam plus Brahmanishtham. In Gita, Jnaninaha plus Tattvadarshinaha. These are the two things that qualifies him to be guru. Shrotriyam Jnaninaha means he has complete knowledge. All the scriptures, all the Vedas, all the Puranas, Mahabharata, Gita, Ramayana, all the scriptures. But not only knowledge. He's able to remove our doubts. He makes us understand. Anybody can read book and give lecture like me. But the real Kamal, the real magic is that he is able to make us understand. He removes our doubts from uncountable lifetimes. That is Shrotriya Jnaninaha. But even more important, Brahmanishtham Tattvadarshinaha. As Shri Krishna says in Gita, he has seen God, he has seen Shri Krishna. He's attained a divine vision, divine knowledge, divine bliss, divine love of Shri Radha Krishna. Only such a person is qualified to be Guru. So we have to have Guru. We just can't make anyone. First understand. So first we make him our Guru. He comes and sits in our heart. The moment you say, Maharaji, you're my Guru in your heart, he comes and sits. And now follow his instruction. Agya Palan. Agya Palan. Follow his instructions. Through his instruction, everything he tells you, how to do sadhana, what to be aware of, how to be careful, what to be careful of, the precautions. Slowly, slowly the heart is going to become purified. And the moment the heart becomes pure, we completely surrender, then only he will give Diksha, initiation. And the moment he gives Diksha, we will become divine, free from Maya, infinite knowledge, infinite bliss, infinite divine love. Instantly. How many of us have gotten Diksha? Did that happen? No. Because that's not Diksha. First we have to make the vessel, the heart, the mind has to be made pure. Then only. And how do we make the heart, the mind pure? There's another thing. So, may not be able to go through it. Let's do one more line of this beautiful pad. मूरख निपट गवार अरे मन
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 दो कर कमल पसारी निहारती
दो कर कमल पसारी निहारती
हो दो कर कमल पसारी निहारती
दो कर कमल पसारी निहारती
तो ही वृषभानु दुलार अरे मन
तो ही वृषभानु दुलार अरे मन
तो ही वृषभानु दुलार अरे मन
भानु दुलार अरे मन
मूरख निपट गवार अरे मन
मूरख निपट गवार अरे मन.
So from infinite lifetime, this foolish mind of ours, extremely foolish and ignorant, has been surrendering to the world. And what have we gotten? Pain and suffering. That's all. Rotating in 8.4 million forms of life. And so the saint is telling us, oh foolish mind, foolish soul, for doing nothing, complete surrender. Radha Rani is waiting with outstretched arms. The daughter of King Vrishabhanu, Radha Rani. She's waiting there with outstretched arms, waiting to embrace us. All we have to do is completely surrender. We have been surrendering to the world from infinite time, and all we have gotten pain and suffering. Why don't we listen to the saint and surrender once? Once. Even if we get pain and suffering again, we have so much non-belief. We don't believe what the saint is telling us. Okay, let's suppose that's the position. We have doubt. What will happen? I surrender. Well, we already got uncountable lifetime. We have gotten pain and suffering. One more time. Wouldn't make a big difference. Try it and see. And there's a guarantee here. We will not get pain and suffering. Radha Rani is waiting with outstretched arms. All we have to do is completely surrender. That's what it means by doing nothing. We'll get everything. And one of the things is making the heart, the mind pure. Niramal man jan so mohi pawa. God is saying, Sri Ram is saying in the Ramayana, the same Sri Ram, same Sri Krishna. Only those who are pure in heart, pure mind, can know me, see me, attain me. How are we going to make the heart, the mind pure? One medicine, one medicine. Yathagni nahe mamalam jahati dhmatam punah swam bhajate charupam atma cha karma anushayam vidhuya madbhakti yogena bhajatyatho mam. Bhagavad Mahapuran, 11 Canto, 14th chapter, 25th verse. Shri Krishna says to Uddhav, Uddhav, just as gold, when heated in fire, becomes purified of its dirt, impurities, glows and attains its pure form, in the same way, only when we shed tears of selfless love for Radha Krishna, for Guru, is the heart, the mind purified. Not shedding tears for the world, only for Radha Krishna, only for Guru, and selfless. Yatha yathatma parimirjate sau mat punya gatha shravana bhidhanai tatha tatha pashyati vastu sukshmam chakshurya thaivanjana samprayuktam. Bhagavad Mahapuran, 11 Canto, 14 chapter, 26 verse. So 25th verse, he's already said, but he's again saying in 26th verse, to make the point even more firm. He says, just like when there's disease in the eye, cataract, all kind of disease, sickness, that you're going to go blind, you won't be able to see. So nowadays we have so many wonderful things, laser, all kinds of cream, etc. you can put in the eye. In ancient times, there was no laser and all this cream. There was not all of those, but there was something called anjan, not kajal. Anjan is an Ayurvedic medicine. It doesn't exist anymore right now. It'll come back again in Satyug. It's lost right now. An ancient Ayurvedic medicine. Any disease in the eye and you apply this anjan, slowly, slowly destroys the disease and you were able to see clearly again. So Shri Krishna says, Uddhav, just as when anjan is applied to the diseased eyes, and slowly, slowly destroys the disease and you're able to see clearly again in the same way. While listening to the divine philosophy of the Lord, divine leelas, chanting His divine name, etc., we shed tears of selfless love. Is the heart, the mind purified? One medicine, shedding tears. Without shedding tears, there's no bhakti. This is why Jagat Gurutam Kripalu Mahaprabhu keeps insisting in us that we have to do Roop Dhyan. We have to shed tears. Or else there's no bhakti. This is the only thing which is going to make the heart, the mind pure. This is a condition for attaining that divine vision, divine love, divine bliss of God. We have to shed tears. And remember, not for the world. These tears are very valuable. Don't waste them in the world. They have to be shed only for Hari, Guru, Radha, Krishna, and the saint. And selflessly. There's much more. So we have one more lecture coming up tomorrow. We'll continue and finish this beautiful pad. For now, we will stop here tonight. Bole Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai, Radha Rani ki jai, Srimad Sadguru Sarkar ki jai, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe. We'll now join in the chanting.